Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Missouri's offense trots out there to open this game. Well, here we go. The energy in this building is absolutely amazing, Kirk. We are just 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion in college football.
And think about it, as a player, this is really what you dream about. This is what you work towards, having an opportunity to get to the national championship. Both these teams have worked hard. Now they're here. Let's see how it plays out.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback looking to scramble. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. He'll hand it off. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
And the wideout goes in motion. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Receiver makes the catch. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. The returner is brought down. Gets a start on the next drive. So LSU's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, LSU.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Using his legs on the scramble. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises.
Second, there's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They're going to run it here. Good enough for first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Grab made by the tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. And the back now goes in motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Peterson. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 1st down, it's play action. Contact as he let the ball go. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Quick throw over the middle. And he pulls in the catch. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down. We're going to throw the football. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his back. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Receiver in motion now. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5.
False start.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense operating from the pistol. Gives it to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Back in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Trying to find some room. It's Cortez. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. And they will trot out the field goal team here. He missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7. And that Mizzou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He stopped, but he gets a first down. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's got his man open downfield. Touchdown, LSU. Made the defense look slow that time.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
And the PAT is good. He'll return it from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. Second down play coming up.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Missouri now operating in the red zone. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Pressure is coming. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Looking to pass here on second down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback's safety blanket.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Look out, he's got some space. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. On the run here, lets it go. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for a deep completion. Well, the freshman is lucky that didn't get picked off.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
Send the back in motion. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And this one is right through. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. First down here for this offense. Look him out throwing here to start the drive.
I'll say this defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
The sack sets up second down. No press here. The defense backing away. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So they bring him down. They tried to run for it on third and long. A cautious play call. Doesn't work. The punt team making their way on the field. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner will be brought down. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Here comes the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. No huddle here for the offense. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Some hard running there through a tackle. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. 1st and 10 play coming up. They're going to run it. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Single back takes the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Here comes the up-tempo offense. And there's the handoff. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Can he make it to the marker? Touchdown, Tigers! They'll take the lead in the 2nd half. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the PAT puts them up 3. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid. And they bring him down at the 16. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. 1st down and 10 now. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't They're just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Motion now from the tight end. And now the handoff. Stopped right there at the line with no gain. Important third down play coming up. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. LSU now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Missouri. No chance to catch him.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
Point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
They made the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And Kirk, is Missouri with the lead here. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Nice throw, caught for a completion. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown, LSU. They jump in front here in the fourth. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trading the blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
And the returner brought down by that coverage team. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks left and finds his target there. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Another big gain by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offensive coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
Extending the play now. Breaks loose at the 45. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes, and he takes off and picks up a first down.
Pass rush closing in. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
It's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big.
Touchdown Tigers. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Returner decides to field it. Coverage team brings down the returner.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
We'll see what the offense can do starting inside their own 20. First down, looking to throw the football. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's tackled after the catch. Pass caught, second down now.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Snags the quick throw. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. First down at 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter. Championship game, and there is nobody you can cover this guy. What a monster performance by this receiver.
Chris, we're on the biggest stage in college football, and this guy's treating it like he's playing a video game. My gosh, he's got this defense in la-la land out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Missouri. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. Now the crucial PAT to stretch the lead to a field goal. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the fourth quarter. It's all up to the defense. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Peterson. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's going to take off. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off here. He'll avoid a tackle there with a slide. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught over the middle. It's Peterson. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. First down, looking to throw the ball. He flips it to the back across the middle. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. LSU getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
And the single back takes the handoff. Finding space at the 20. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 30. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Just ran away from the defense. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time where we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard and just so much fun to watch.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Second down after the incompletion. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Quick throw to his receiver. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here. The freshman's able to get home with a sack. Now it's second down here. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who was going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports.